a right triangle. So kani ang previous nato na lesson, right triangles, right triangle. How about oblique? Okay, meaning an oblique triangle, meaning na isa ka angle na wala, dili jud siya 90 degrees. Okay? So for right triangle, one of the angles must always be 90 degrees. For oblique triangles, it is not the case. Okay? What if you have an angle that exceeds the value of 90 degrees? You have your obtuse triangle. Okay? But what if you have an acute triangle? Okay, this means na your angles are less than 90 degrees. Okay? So that means walay exactly 90 degrees but your angles are less than 90 degrees. So for acute and obtuse triangles, these are the triangles that we're going to focus this afternoon. Okay, and there are several methods that we can solve this one. Okay, so we have law of sines and law of cosines. Sometimes to solve an oblique triangle, you need both of them. Okay, there are also times, depending on what is given and required, pwede na siya ma-solve using law of sines only. Okay, there are some problems that you can only solve by law of cosines only. Sometimes, if dagan jud ginapangayo ang problem, you would need both law of sines and cosines to solve the problem. So the question is, you need to interpret based on the given what kind of which of the two you should apply. Okay, because there are 5 cases. You have angle AAS, angle side, angle side angle, side angle, side angle side, and side side. Okay, so I hope that is familiar from your geometry. Okay, now depending on the case, okay, you adjust what kind of equation that we need to use, and that is in the form of law of sines and law of cosines. So for law of sines, basically you apply this one if two of the angles is known and one side is known to solve the other angle, or two of the sides of the triangle is known and one of the angles is known, you can automatically solve the other angle. Okay? So for law of cosines, this is the more trickier part. Okay? Because to use your law of cosines, you might need to use this. Okay? If the side or the angle that you are looking at, you cannot solve it using law of sines. Usually, no, like side angle side or angle side angle, you can solve that using law of sines. But if that is not the case, for example, layo ang imong required. Okay, tapos sa rin na side, but nasa layo or nasa other side of the triangle ang kinahanglan ninyo i-solve. Therefore, you use your law of cosines. Okay? So for this one, your law of sines is basically, suppose you have this kind of triangle. Okay? Pag kami ang vertex nimong A, you assign an angle A, or in this case, alpha. Okay? If you have a vertex B, you assign an angle that is formed there as beta. Your C, angle C or angle gamma in this case, kung kanina figure. And opposite of that angle is kato ang same gyapon na letter. So if this is your angle A, this is your side A. If this is your angle B, this is your side B, your angle C, your side C. Okay, so the side that has the same letter, okay, mao na ang gamiton for this one. Now, how do you apply law of sines in this one? Okay, we say that sine alpha over A is the same as sine beta over B. And this can also be true if sine gamma is all over C. Okay? You just need any combination of the two expressions there. You can equate these two together, you can equate these two together, you can also equate these two together. They are interchangeable. Okay? So this is basically the law of sines. Okay? So for example, this angle, you know what this value is. Okay, your A, you know this value. Okay, and you have this value. So if you look at this one, you have an angle, a side, and a side here. Okay, if you do this one, ang unknown is sine beta, your beta. You can solve it using law of sines. Okay, so the technique here is based on your given, what is the best way to solve this problem? Is it more, does it call for law of sines or does it call for law of cosines? Okay? So you have this one. The same can be said to obtuse triangles. The law of sines and cosines are still applicable to this one. Also, even at your right triangle, your law of sines and cosines is still applicable if you want. But we have a simpler method of solving right triangles, which is the una natin i-discuss, your SOHCAHTOA and your Pythagorean theorem. Sabi kas class na po ta. Okay, nanapod tayo background music. Anyway, you have this one. Okay, so for this afternoon, law of sines lang sa ta. And the next meeting, law of cosines. Okay, so we can just stretch out and we can take our time understanding this lesson. Okay? So we have this one. First sample problem. Solve the triangle ABC if your alpha is 23.9. Okay, your alpha here, this is your angle. Your alpha is 23.9 degrees. Your beta is 114 degrees. Okay? And your C is 82.8. Okay? So based on this given, okay, it can be solved using law of sines. You know your alpha, you know your A, and you know your beta. Okay? But for this one, since the two angles are already known, we can solve this. We can solve the gamma first. Because even if it is not a right triangle, it is still true that the sum of the three angles should always be 180 degrees. So the easiest one that we can solve is your gamma, which is 180 minus 114 minus 23.9. Please help me on this one. Calculator para naalang mo yung class participation. Okay, what answer do you get? 42.1 degrees. Okay, so we have already this one. So next thing that we need to solve is your beta and your alpha. B and your A. Now for this one, to solve your A, you already have your alpha. Okay, and we can relate it to a part of your triangle where you know the angle and its opposing side. In this case, your gamma and your C. Okay, you know these two values, so we will equate sine gamma all over C is equals to sine alpha over A. So we can have this one. Okay, so sine your gamma, your alpha, and your C, these are known values. So ang missing na lang is your A. So if we rearrange this one, okay, cross multiply and isolating your A now becomes C sine alpha all over sine gamma. Okay, so you have this one. So substitute everything that we have in this problem. So your C is 82.8. You multiply it with sine 23.9 and you divide it with sine 42.1. Okay? Inputting this everything in your calculator, what answer do you get? 50? 50 lang?
53.06.
53.06. Diretso ni mo tanang values?
87 po yan. Or 82.
Ay, 82.8. 82. Okay, 82.8. Okay.
50 lang po.
50 lang. Okay, so that is the correct answer. So we already know what is our A. So the other thing that we need to solve is your B. Okay? So rule of thumb first, okay? Para in kaso masipyat mo sa isa ka solution, do not, as much as possible, do not use the answers that you get from the previous solutions for your next problem. As much as possible, stick to the original given. That way, if mamali mo sa isa ka part of the solution, it would not affect the other parts of your solution. Okay? Now, for this one, ang kulang na lang is your B. Okay? So, we have sine beta over B and sine gamma over C. So, if we rearrange this one, we know these three. So, therefore, we isolate this one to get our value. So, B is equals to C sine beta all over sine gamma. Okay, and that would give us, your C is your 82.8, okay, times sine 114 all over sine 42.1. Okay, inputting these values in your calculator, what answer do you get?
One hundred 11.
100,
111.32.
111.32.
Point 32.
How about others?
3290. Ay, 1.
Make sure ha na if i-input ninyo ni siya, naka-degree mode ang inyong calculator, dili grade yan.
112 pala.
112, same po sa'yo, 100,
12.83.
12.83. Okay, or basically 130. Okay, that's still okay. So we have successfully solved all the values of this triangle, all of its angles, and all of its sides by using your law of sides. Okay? Okay, clear? Okay. Anton, sample problem 5 lang ta this afternoon. So, sample problem 2. Okay, we have this one. Fire Station B is located 11 kilometers due east of Fire Station A. So, from this graph, it states that your Fire Station B, okay, is east of A. Okay, so 11 ang distance nila. Okay, smoke is spotted at the bearing. So, where is your smoke? At this point. Okay, with respect to your station A, it has a bearing of 23 degrees south, 23 degrees 40 minutes south at east. Okay? So, to convert this into its decimal form, di ba? Kaning minute, okay? How many minutes are there in 1 degree? It is 60 minutes. Okay, so if we convert this one, okay, kani ang 23 degrees 40 minutes. Okay, if you want to convert this into its decimal form, that is 23 plus 40 over 60. Okay, what do you get sa inyong calculator?
23.6666.
3.666 or basically 23.67. Now, take note that this is with respect to the vertical axis. Naa siya sa gawa sa atong i-form na triangle. So to get the angle that is actually inside your triangle, your alpha here is 90 minus 23.67. Okay, what is the value of that one? Six
66.33.
66.33. So this is actually your alpha na angle. Another one, okay, with respect to B, it has a bearing of 68 degrees and 40 minutes southwest. Okay, so to convert that, 68 plus 40 over 60, what is it? What ansay decimal value niya? Ila? 68.66. Okay, 67 na to. So same with the other, with alpha, what is the beta? 90 minus 68.67. 21.33. Tama? Okay. So we have this one. So we have our alpha, we have our beta. Our unknown now is your gamma. Okay? We don't know this one. Another thing, your 11 kilometers is actually your C. We also don't know our B, and this is our A. We don't know this one, which is kaniyang atong required. Okay? So remember, okay, ang label nato ani is B, the distance from your AC, because the opposite angle is your beta. Okay? So your A, mao niyang iyang label because opposite to it, your angle is your alpha with a vertex of A. Okay? So, kaning D og A, mao niyang atong pangitaon sa problem. Okay? So, for this one, okay, we can actually solve first our gamma. Because we need your angle gamma, because we have a known angle here of 11 kilometers. And this gamma and this 11 kilometers, we will need this one to get our A and our B. Okay? So your gamma is actually same with the previous problem. The sum of the three angles inside your triangle is 180. Therefore, your gamma now is 180 minus 66.33 minus 21.33. What value do you get? Ila?
92.34.
90,
2.34.
92.34.
34.
Okay, either agree lang nato. Okay, so you have that one. We will need this one so that we can solve your A and B using the relation of our law of sines. Okay, first things first, let's try to find your A. So from the law of sines na relationship, you have sine alpha over A is equals to sine gamma over C. Okay, we know this, and we have computed this one. So, kulang si A. The only one that is not known. So, A is equals to C sine alpha over sine gamma. So, let's substitute everything. So, 11 sine 66.33 all over sine 92.33. What value of A do you get?
Ten point
10.08
08.
kilometers or 10.1 kilometers. Okay, so we have successfully solved this side of the triangle. Okay, next one, to solve your B, okay, we will find another relationship using your law of sines. Okay? Now for this one, since B man atong gipangayo, instead of alpha, that is sine beta over B equals sine gamma over C. Okay? So you have this one. Same with the previous one, kani ang unknown. Okay? So we will try to isolate that one. C sine beta over sine gamma. So substituting all of our values, this is 11. Sine, your beta is 21.33 all over sine 92.33. What is your answer?
4.
4 point, 9 point something?
004.
0.004. Okay, so we can just simply approximate it to 4 kilometers. Okay? So you have your answer. And it checks out because if you look at this one, your A is longer than your B. Therefore, your A is greater in value than your B. Okay, so if you're not sure of your answer, double check. Compare the value that you get from the solution compared to your graph, to your drawing. A is 10 kilometers, B is 4 kilometers. It checks out in our drawing because your A is longer than your B. Okay, pag baliktad, that means there is something wrong with your solution. Okay, so this is our sample problem 2. Okay? So, ang tricky lang ani is ang pag-set up sa drawing. Because if I do not give you the drawing, it will take time for you to interpret the problem. Once you interpret the problem correctly, automatic, just apply law of sines. Okay? Next one, we have this one. Okay, gawin lang na ko na siya balik because it's very small. So, solve triangle ABC given alpha is 23.9, A is 43.7, and B is 35.1. So, even again, I'll just draw this again. So, you have this triangle. Okay? We say that this is a triangle A, B, and C. Okay? Tama din. A, C, B. Okay, kaya based on this drawing, ang C ang nasa baba, therefore C ang atong vertex din. Okay? So, you have an alpha that is 23. Alpha that is 23.9 degrees. Another one, you have your A, opposite to your alpha is your A, that is 43.7. And then your B, 35.1, okay, you have this one. Okay, so this checks out. So, first things first, if you've noticed, unlike the previous problems, two of the sides are given, only one angle is given. Unlike the previous problem na two angles are given, one side is given. So this one, let's try to solve this angle first. Okay, so our unknown is your gamma, okay, your C, and then your beta. Okay? So you have this one. So the easiest one that we can relate, since we know our alpha, we know our A, we know our B, okay, we can make a law of sines relationship. Ang unknown lang is your beta. Okay, and that is sine alpha over A equals sine beta over B. We know these values, yung beta na lang ang kulang. So let's say sine beta is equals to B over A sine alpha. Okay? So we have here, substitute everything. Okay? That is 35.1 over 43.7 sine, your alpha is 23.9. Okay? So, what value do you get with 35.1 over 43.7? You multiply that with sine 23.9. 0.35. Okay. After you've gotten that one, yung answer, i-shift sign ninyo to get your beta. Whatever answer you get from your calculator, i-shift sign ninyo. What angle do you get?
18.99.
18.99 or basically 19 degrees. Okay, so that is correct. Okay? So, we have determined our beta. So, that means it's easier for us to get our gamma because you already have two angles. Okay? So, we have this one. Your gamma now is 180 minus 23.9 minus 90. What value of gamma do you get? 137.1. Okay? So we already know our gamma. So all that's left to do is get our C. Okay? Therefore, we will relate it to another angle with their side. So rule of thumb again, please as much as possible use katong given na sa'yo. Because if you try to use if you use your previous answer, what if mali ang answer? Then therefore, your next answer would be wrong as well. So from this one, initially, these are the values that are given to you. Okay, so therefore, it's safer that we use alpha compared to your beta. Okay, because ang beta, we've just solved it just now. Okay, but your gamma, we really need to use this one because if not, we won't get our value of C. So therefore, sine alpha over A equals sine gamma over C. Rearranging this one, isolating our C, you have C is equals to A sine gamma over sine alpha. Okay, substituting everything, your A is 43.7 times sine 23.9 all over, sa baba din. Ang gamma is sine 137.1 all over sine 23.9. Okay, what answer do you get?
74.
74.6.
600.
Okay. So that is close enough, okay? Kasi 73 akong naasa answer key, but maybe pag sa 137.1 gi-appeal ang mga decimals anang 137 point something.
73.4.
Ang sa imo ha?
73.42.
73.42. So actually that is closer to 73. Okay? But again, okay, just like sa right triangles na bring home quiz ninyo, some of your answers are different because iba ang pag-treat nyo sa tan and sa sine and sa cosine. Some of you included all of the decimals, some of you only for decimal places or whatever. But still, what is important is tama ang solution nyo. If tamang solution, even if nag-change ang value sa inyong answer, because you did not include all of the decimals, that is okay. You still get perfect points. Okay? Like for example, sa height of your antenna, that is 2.39 meters, but some of you until 2.5 or as low as 2.0 ang answer. Okay? Regardless, as long as tama ang flow ng solution ninyo, that is still okay. Okay? So for this problem, we have solved everything. Your alpha, your gamma, your beta, and your C. Okay? So that is our sample problem 3. Okay? Any questions? Wala. So, sample problem 4 and 5 has something to do more with proving identity. Okay? So, sample problem 4, given this graph, how would you derive the law of sines na equation? Okay? How would you derive katong sine alpha over A equals sine beta over B equals sine gamma over C? Okay? So these graphs are basically the same, but we're going to focus more on this one because it's easier to interpret. Okay? Because what this basically means, this second drawing, okay, you can also apply law of sines inside of a right triangle. Okay? But we're going to focus more on this drawing. Now for this one, okay, we're just going to prove one relationship of two of the angles. Now for this one, we are going to need to use SOHCAHTOA. Okay? This is your alpha, okay? And this is your gamma. Okay? Now, if we only focus at this smaller triangle, Di ba your sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Therefore, your sine alpha is h over c. And rewriting that one in terms of h is c sine alpha. Why do we need to equate it to h, isolate our h? Because if you look at this one, to establish a relationship, ang common side nila is this part of your triangle, your h. Okay? How about our gamma? Sine gamma, still h over a. Okay? This is now your smaller triangle. So kung mag-gamma ka, opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? So this triangle, we divided it into two right triangles. Now using this relationship, h is equals to a sine gamma. And we will equate these two together. So equate, since h sila parehas, therefore that is c sine alpha equals a sine gamma. Okay, so what will happen next? Okay, I am going to divide both sides by a. And you have c sine alpha over a equals sine gamma. Next thing, I'm going to divide both sides again with c. So you have sine alpha over a equals sine gamma over c, which is one of the relationship of law of sines. Okay? So this is the proof that the law of sines can be derived, okay, from our relationship with the triangle. So what just happened? So this is your oblique triangle, and then you divide it into two smaller triangles, more accurately, right triangle. So you have a right triangle 1 here and a right triangle 2 here. Okay? Mao ni ang isa ka right triangle, kani ang right triangle. And they have a common side, which is your h, the altitude of your triangle. So knowing that one, on the left right triangle, you get your side, the relationship of your side. Your angle is alpha, therefore your sine alpha is h over c, opposite over hypotenuse. Next one, on the right side of the right triangle, okay, you have your gamma here. Okay? And if you apply your SOHCAHTOA, your opposite is h, and your hypotenuse is a. So sine gamma equals h over a. Rearrange both of them in terms of h, and then you can equate them together. C sine alpha equals a sine gamma. Okay, rearranging that one, you get a relationship that is your law of sines. Okay? So you have that one. Okay, if you do this with another one, another triangle, you would still get the same derivation. Okay? So, klaro? Okay. So, last sample problem, another proving problem. Okay? Use law of sines to show that in any triangle, a plus b over c is equals to sine alpha plus sine beta over sine gamma. So how do we prove this kind of equation? Because we need to convert this one into the right side of your equation. And the problem states that we need to use law of sines such that we can convert this into the right side of the equation. So a method that we can use, we need to separate this into two fractions, a over c and b over c. Because if you combine them together, you have a plus b over c. Okay? Now for this one, let's go back to our law of sines. Sine alpha over a equals sine beta over b equals sine gamma over c. Okay? Since na ay a and c, therefore we need to equate alpha to your gamma. So sine alpha over a equals sine gamma over c. Now, if I'm going to rearrange this one, okay, I will multiply both sides with A. So sine alpha is equals to A sine gamma over C. And what I'm going to do next is divide both sides by sine gamma. You have sine alpha over sine gamma, which is your A over C. So this one, substitute it in this one. Okay? Next one. How about our B over C? It's still the same thing. Instead of your alpha, you have your beta. Okay? So sine beta over B is equals to sine gamma over C. Same with this one, you get an expression that B over C is equals to sine beta over sine gamma. Okay? Knowing these two, substitute there. Okay? So this one, it becomes sine alpha over sine gamma plus sine beta over sine gamma. Common denominator, therefore we can combine this into one fraction such that it becomes sine alpha plus sine beta all over sine gamma, which is the same as the right side of your equation. Okay, so that is how you solve sample problem 5. Okay, proving. Okay, any questions for today's lesson? For any particular sample problem? Yeah. Okay, so that is law of sines, and the next meeting I'll continue law of cosines. Okay? But before I dismiss you, I'll return your paper. So some general comments, okay? Okay? So you have that one. Okay? So this is particularly true pag naanakay ang value dun sa sulod. Okay? Not just simply x or ano. Kasi this one, this is subject to debate because if ln negative x, then it's also true that it is ln 1 over x, which is kind of tricky. But always remember, if you have a real number inside of your ln, regardless if that real number is positive or negative, they have still the same answer. Okay? Because we will take absolute value. Okay? Pag mag-apply ka absolute value, regardless if it's positive or negative, ang gawas ana always positive. Okay? So some of you, no, as long as makita na ko ang x equals negative and x equals 2, even though namoy additional statements na you said na only one of them is the correct answer, I still gave you your full points. Okay, as long as I can see in your solution that you have successfully found that the values of your x is negative 10 and positive 2. Okay? Now, for your score, quiz number 1 is 40 over 40. Your quiz number 2 is 20 over 20. Ang bonus point is 5 points. So, 25 over 20 ang maximum score. Now, sa bonus, some of you use the radius of a circle sa pag-prove. I did not accept it as the correct answer, but I gave +2. To those who followed katong naay so katowa, yung A over C quantity squared plus B over C quantity squared, and i-cancel ninyo, may move 1 ang right side of the equation, that is the correct answer worth +5 points. Okay, so some of you get 115%, some of you got 106%. Okay? Some of you na ay minor lapses sa pag-present ng solution, mga -1, -2, some of you. But overall, most of you got high scores. Okay? I think mga average ano kay mga 90 plus. Okay? So hopefully enough na ni siya makabawi sa inyong free 5 day.